Up, guys? Back in today with more Sparks of Tomorrow. This time, episode 5 or 6. It's episode 5. No, episode 6. It was a decent episode last week. To be honest with you, I haven't been a massive fan of the last couple episodes. They seem a little bit more, not filler, but kind of like away from the main storyline. They still include the whole electric aspect of seeing a couple of the creations from the catalog, but I wasn't totally enamored by them. I thought there were some good moments last week, but again, I kind of hope we go back to the main story a bit today. But yeah, a lot of people really enjoyed last week, so it seemed like I'm in the minority, but just feels a little bit unfocused last few weeks. The sound of innovation. Hmm. Where's this guy talking from? The fuck? These things can just leave? Oh shit, is he gonna show us his dead body? Misery perk. That's like American pronunciation. Misery perk. Yeah, somewhat looks like the place we saw Seiroku's deceased puppeted body, no? Oregon. Why does he keep pronouncing these things so American? Oregon. It's not even like it's not even English. It's actually like American English. I see what they're going for with this scene. I'm not sure it works awfully well. Oregon. He needs to stop saying that. Gonna play the electric guitar. The electric. Oh, I was close. Close. Fuck are those? I was close. Instead of the electric guitar, though, we got the electric shamisen. How that's gonna sound. That might as well be the electric guitar. Sorry, ain't no way we learn a guitar that quickly. That's the bass. That's just a guitar. Wow, well, this is fun. I mean, again, it kind of seems like this is somewhat away from anything to do with anything progressing the story. It seems like yeah, another episode where we take an inspiration from the book and kind of go with that, which again is not the worst thing ever. But like, what is the main kind of plot with this show? What are we trying to do here? I don't know. It always just reminds me of like I used to play a little Guitar Hero. I used to be really good at Guitar Hero. Was playing expert. Um, Most of the time, like 100% of them get like do really well. Obviously, there's some like Through the Fire and Flames, classic example. Couldn't quite 100% that on expert anyway. Hard, fine, but yeah. Do you know, one of the reasons I look back on why I wasn't is because I never used to be able to do the parts where you don't strum. There's like the notes that you don't actually strum that you can just press, and I never really realized that, so I was always just going going crazy, and it was just not fast enough. But I like this kind of classical training arc here. I like the style here. Looks really good, doesn't it? I think that's something you cannot deny about the show. It looks fantastic. But yeah, inevitably from like being good at guitar, I wanted to actually learn guitar, and I just couldn't pick it up properly. Just yeah, just no. Oh, Jesus Christ! Ow! Cannot play on that. But yeah, I really like the style of this. This is like old school, old school, right here. Meiji Restoration, something. Okay, that looked really good. I love that. Again, the song, not majorly enamored by it. But I think this is the most interesting of the last three episodes for me in regards to the what the actual plot is. I don't think there is much plot that ties into anything overarching, except for the catalog. But probably the most interesting of the three situations, or most fun, I should say. I'd say the first episode with the old woman is probably the most interesting, but this one's probably got the most potential to be fun, I think. You need to embrace the spirit of rock and roll here. Go fuck him, Nako. That's the one. Embrace the style of rock and roll. Where's he from? Sakamoto days. Stuart Sensei. Stuart. Where the hell's he from then? America? Bro shat himself. Seeing him. What the hell? Where'd they know each other from? The jutsu. They look like those things that you'd like open up and there'd be another one in, and then you open up another one, there's another one in there. It's incredible just how identical every one of those look. Again, even the pacing is weird. Like we just like ended up in a theme park at the start of the episode. Now we're just like here. I like the training part, don't get me wrong, but 2 minutes after the training part, we're here. I don't know. Something about this show just doesn't feel right. Did you guys get that feeling? Like, it's decent. It looks incredible. The story is somewhat interesting. The relationships are somewhat interesting. But there's just something off about the show. It might be the pacing. Oh, is he good? What the hell? I was going to assume that that was Seiroku's dead body. But it's a doll of himself. Why did you take your shirt off? Something about a serenade. Why did we take our shirt off? Yeah. He's trying to serenade, isn't he? Barrel chest. And the dancing is really unnecessary. Sorry, guys. The dancing almost ruined that. But it was pretty decent. Don't know about rock and roll, old man. So what do you reckon people are gonna react to this? They're gonna be like, you're disrespecting the shamisen. I could see it going that way. Quite the interesting kind of flowery setup they got though, isn't it? So how the hell do we know you? I'm American geek. This poor guy, he's always on the fucking pedals. Coward. This sucks. Break him. He needs to get out of there. Let's go. I do like the style. You guys just gonna watch her? What's wrong with you? Oh my god, though. What's going on here? Yes. Yes, get your ass on there. Get pedaling. I want to hear some real rock music. Like those play. Whoa. The fuck? The fuck was that? First ever Screamo song. I don't think they're gonna like this, right? I mean, well, she does. Fucking hell, look at her. God, look at those cheeks. Jesus. God, there's something about this show that loves animating men's cheeks like that. And oh, we got some fucking head bumpers here. What the hell is going on? Sorry, guys. I know this is. I mean, this is a somewhat realistic show. This is very unrealistic already, but I feel like the realistic response would be to. I mean, you see it in real life. The kind of I wasn't alive back then, but I believe, to the best of my knowledge, the reception to like metal and screamo music and such was rejection. Initially, right? It was different. That's why some people were drawn to it. That's why many people rejected it. I can't help but feel that the reaction to this is entirely the opposite of what I'd expect. I would almost feel like this whole crowd would hate this. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, this song is way too good for what like for the first ever performance like this. This is like a manufactured song from the current age. Yeah, it's pretty damn good. Very unrealistic. So I think it actually kind of fits that he's not. Why are we going so ham and animating this guy? Jesus. Again, you can't doubt the production of the show. It's been pretty incredible. Look, see, that's what I would expect. I don't expect people to see people like praying like that old woman. What is this devilish music that's being played in front of me? Satanic music. Yeah, it's a modern day concert. This isn't it? passed out. I imagine these screams are like the distorted mic. I can't imagine it's how it sound like this. Yeah, this is the future. That's amazing, really, isn't it? Because we now have this. Yeah, this probably won't happen again for another 30, 40 years, maybe, from this time period. What happened? Oh, she's going ham on those drums. God. Oh, shit. Well, that was always happening. Quite the exit. But yeah, it was really good. Really good song. Again, way too polished. Way too polished. And current. But really good. Even he enjoyed it. That was good. What the hell is this now? This the ending? New ending? Okay. So yeah, good episode. Again, fun episode. Probably the most fun of the last 3 episodes, I'll say. Again, I can't. I still can't. I mean, I said it in the intro. I knew it would be like this. It still kind of feels somewhat of a filler. No. Yeah. Was that like screamo noise? Was that like the distortion in the microphone, or I can't imagine that was intentional, right? That seemed like a bit of like a lucky accident. But yeah. How many firsts were in today's episode? The first electric guitar, drums, bass, band, performance, first metal slash screamo kind of performance. Like, so many firsts today. I said earlier about this like feeling like a bit of a filler. I mean, in a sense, this you could say this was maybe the most influential episode, like the actual future, if you know what I'm saying. This might have been the most kind of inspirational slash what the word for it is, innovative episode in regards to what comes in the future. There he is again. We get a better look at him here. Oh, so that's not actually his body. Okay, so that's like okay. I kind of thought that was his actual body. I did say during the time like what it would be pretty stinky and disgusting. But no, this is a steam what did he call it? Steam puppet version of him. Okay. Okay, he likes his puppets, but yeah, I again, as fun as today's episode was, definitely the best of the last 3 episodes, I'd say. I still can't help but think like, what was the point of this? Why were we performing in the first place? I genuinely can't even remember. Some like we had a battle against this guy, but I can't even remember what for. Like what ultimately by the end of the show, where is this episode gonna like, what influence is this episode gonna have on the rest of the story? Again, there was some really creative and awesome moments. This training sequence I thought was really cool in the old school style. The animation during the performance and the song was pretty good itself. Again, didn't quite fit in regards to the time or anything, I don't think, but it was still a good song, like enjoyable if you overlook that. Yeah, the animation and production was great, but I just like there's just something that's not quite right about the show, and I can't really put my finger on it. Do any of you guys feel that way? The thing is, I can put my finger on it, but it's all these like small things. Maybe it's like there's so many small things that they kind of add up to one kind of big issue. I feel like a big part of it's the directing. Like maybe not the directing. I don't know which portion of the production this would come under, but the pacing is definitely off. Some of the decisions on like I don't know. I don't know what it is. But yeah, decent episode today. Definitely better than the last two I thought. Um but even then it's still kind of like I'd like a bit more from the actual plot, see where we're actually going. Kind of feels like with those first two episodes were kind of like in somewhat of a straight line, then we kind of deviated a bit from that a little bit. I don't know, just how I feel. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy though, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 7, I believe.